I'm sure Cass would have advice too, and there are a lot of young people here. I think the main thing is that I say is to all young people is just know something about something. I think there's a tendency now to go so broad, to be reading tweets instead of books. Tweets are good, tweets are fine. But, you know, to actually dig deep on a single issue rather than thinking you can solve all the problems. Like if you're inspired by, you know, thinking about checks and balances and independent judiciary and building the rule of law, or, you know, by documentary filmmaking that captures the suffering of people whose fates should be of concern to us, or the UN, but you can't, especially early on, it's better to just choose one slice and go deep. And then it turns out, like when I went to Bosnia as a kid, in my early 20s, that didn't look like a great career move. Learning Serbo-Croatian, you know, learning. But in my UN job, honestly, and this was even said beautifully, I thought, in the citation, that experience was so foundational because by looking at one small thing, one hard thing, but I saw the UN in action, I saw refugees in displacement, I saw transitional justice questions, I saw a dysfunctional UN Security Council, I saw the effects of US policy. So just by looking at one thing, a lot, you know, kind of can intersect. And I think young people, especially who really aspire to do good, sometimes feel so overwhelmed by all the injustice, and they're almost trying to fight every war and don't fight one, which is probably the most that any of us can hope for. How would you answer that for young people?
I was actually thinking, you know, that as an undergraduate, I focused on James Joyce and Samuel Beckett. So this is an extraordinary honor under any circumstances, but given that history of my own, and the idea is to find something, I'd say, that you love and that you're focused on during what you're doing with it is joyful for you, or if joyful isn't the right word, is inspiring or energizing for you. So if you think doing that was a good day, right, then that's a good diagnostic that you're on the right track.
That's great.